Welcome to Kirk Precinct against my opponent Lynchkin, Terran. So I'm going to go ahead and do a drop play. Can I actually do maybe? But I doubt it. I'd rather just do drops. So let's see. Oh, he's what? He shows platinum, so I'm assuming he used to be diamond. Requires me to get my gas on 15. So I'm going to do double gas. Send that out. Somewhat stalker. Drops ahoy. Oh, I'm gonna get all in a second. Yep, I am. Sorry, it's not that big. I just gotta wait for a unit to come out. What the heck? Okay. He's expanding twice. Okay. Wow, force fields helped out so much. Huh. What does he play? It says he's playing Terran all the time. So, okay. I thought he said he was off racing. I was like, no, he's... Alright, so like I said, the plan was to do a 3-gate drop. I guess that's what I'm going to start calling it now, is a 3-gate drop play. So, as you can see, he has his natural going. I don't have a natural yet. I didn't even realize he was expoing. I think what he was missing is meaty units, like Hellbats and more Marauders. Otherwise, so. Because for most purposes, if I'm stuck on 2 base, I should be losing a lot. Attack on it. Let's see. So here's his all. Here's the first all-in, or at least a massive push to it. I deny that drop. Okay, so he gets the second one. So force fields keep him from coming up. I have one observer to keep spot. He does another drop in the back. And then he does, and I move out. So yeah, if you saw, the reason I wasn't getting Storm is because I didn't have, I needed Archons and Colossus, and being stuck on 2 bases makes it really, really hard to keep that going. Had I got Storm, I probably, it wouldn't say I would have lost. I'd say I would have had a massive disadvantage. Since I didn't even use feedback, so I was like, well, Colossus, or so, and I was really gas heavy for a while too, so I needed the low mineral count and high gas for things I've needed. So he's right. He kept me on 2 bases for quite a while. He should have, most purposes I should have lost, but he has a massive bio unit, and once I got charged with Storm, he didn't have anything. On top of that, he doesn't have that many Marauders. And so if I have enough units, I could pretty much eat through most of this with just charge lots and... Oh, he disconnected. So... So in most cases, I should have lost this game. In general, I couldn't maintain a third long enough. He was taking his fifth. And there's just no way. As you look at the losses, I'm actually ahead in the loss count. It's ridiculous. So I'm getting Colossus. I'm getting and he doesn't need the mules for anything else because he's got enough in the bank. Now here's where this gets a little hard, is that he's gonna drop in the main and attack the third, which is Terrans are really good at doing this. On top of Zerg can do this as well with the speedlings and going one way, or Muta's going one way, and then everything else attacking in bulk. So for a good chunk of time I wasn't mining. I don't have the income I needed to. He has only 35 workers. 17 of 15, 12. I think the only thing is his lack of workers, and I think 60. I think for Terran is probably a good mark. I think if you had gotten some Hellbats in the mix with his in his army composition. All right, this is the battle I want to actually watch. Because his army's all up here. Right. He doesn't take half moving down this way, comes, swings around, and goes to the back. He just goes one direction. So I'm gonna get a couple more Archons. And there's no, like I said, there's no real reason for me to get stormed and even get feedback. It just doesn't matter. I tried to figure out where his army is. I was like, well, okay. And then he scans, and then he scans. And right here, the army value is... Oh no, we're even on the army value. Almost. He's got 9075, and I've got 1100. Yeah. But he's almost maxed out where I'm not. If you look at the upgrades, it's 1-1 versus 2-2. On top of that, I don't have much of an arc, and I only got 2 Colossus firing at once. But I got my meaty units like my Archons in the front. I got a bunch of sentries, few immortals, a bunch of Archons. So we look at the units tab. It's going to show 77 Marines, 19 Marauders, 6 Vikings, and 6 Medevacs. He's only got 50. Yeah. Well, okay, so he's basically 2 basing as well. He's got 1.5 mining bases. This one's not even mining. He's now establishing this. So, as far as the income, he should be ahead. And he is ahead by 300. He's ahead by 300. So, alright, so let's watch this real quick. And so we're going to take a look at this. The army supply is 104. No, it's getting killed. Army supply is about dead even. For this attack alone, our army supply is dead even. 139, 138. The big thing is his Vikings are in the back. So they're not going to do anything to my Colossus until they move forward. Him engaging on this ramp is probably the only thing, is that if it was like in a wide open space like this, I might have lost this battle. But since he was choked up in this, I think that's what favored me in this battle. Right here. It's So we're gonna slow it down to normal. 1 force field, 2 force fields. So these 3 force fields are gonna keep most of these units right here from firing. And it also keeps the medevacs in the back to do just to heal at the back row. So now his units are more clumped up. On top of that, it gets his Vikings clumped up in the front. So that gives my Stalkers a chance and my Archons a chance to actually take out Vikings. If I was microing that correctly, that should have done a lot more. So we pause right here. So he had 77 to first, and lost all his Vikings. He has 4 Marauders, so that's not doing too good. I lost 1 Colossus. So his army supply dropped. What was that? 139 to 42. So about 90 units. 97. I was at 138. I lost 37. So 97 to 37 lost. So, I mean, that's... top of that, I think these zealots actually got to destroy that base. So now on 5 base. Again, he's only on 1.5. Because this is mined out. This needs to be saturated. And that's saturated. He doesn't need the gas. He needs the minerals. He also needs to be producing, and I still agree with the fact that if he had Hellbats within any of his army composition, probably would have done a lot more for him. It actually would have melted my charge lots. So now I'm taking my 3rd. And while my main is sufficiently mined out, so I'm now on 1 mining base to his... Oh no, actually he's not mining at all from this base. So... more force fields go down. He's not... not all my units are attacking over here like they should. Now he's sufficiently mining on that base. That base gets destroyed. So I'm gonna lose a Colossus. And I think if I stayed in long enough right here, I might have... Oh no, he's got ghosts with EMPs ready. There's just no way. So I'm pulling back now. I'm gonna lose that Colossus. It's gonna be real close. Actually, he pulls back the Viking. I'm not sure why. But he keeps his SCVs going to take out an Archon. So I don't think that's a great trade. So a lot of these engagements were just him going down this ramp was just not probably a wise idea. He did see my army composition, but he also saw that I could arc it better. And then while he's kind of stuck here, even with me force fielding this ramp, it makes it to where he can't get... Only half his units are always firing at all times. Had he just hit and run out and then maintain his other bases, because now he's only on 1 mining base. And I'm on 1.5 mining bases. Actually, no, I'm technically on 2. So taking my fourth. I'm trying to wait for more units to come out. And I'm actually again stockpiling on gas and low on the minerals. I actually see his army kind of move out, and now he's going broke. So yeah, I don't know if any of you agree that maybe him having Hellbats would be sufficient. Just let me know, because I think that's the only thing that was missing in this army was Hellbats. Because you don't have to micro the Hellbats, you can micro the Marines out of the way, and then get a bunch of Marauders to back them up. But I think you just didn't have the unit comp, that kind of unit comp. On top of that, he's got EMPs. I'm on normal speed, I don't know why. So here comes this battle here. As we stop this one, the army supply for me is 61 or 62, and his is 5. It is 50. So, and we're getting even on the army supply. But how much of that is, depends on what. So it's 2 Colossi with 11 Stalkers, 2 Sentries, 1 Archon, 2 Archons, 1 Immortal, 15 Zealots against 4 Ghosts, 48 Marines, 2 Vikings, and 5 Medevacs. So slice one on those Marines. There goes the EMPs. EMPs are good on the Archons. So he's on 1 mining base. He's rebuilding that. I think he should just floated this up here or down here instead of trying to build another one. Colossus goes down. His focus fire on the Colossus. Now I'm just trying to move in slowly for the last hit. And this is what the whole conversation was about. I told him he did well for off race, and I realized his main is Terran. Then he said, no, I'm playing the wrong race against. In general, I should be playing. Well, look at that. He's got a bunch of units sitting up there. So they're not rallied here. He's dropped 1, 2 supplies. So, but I was able to establish this, and that means I'm actually having I'm going to have 2 mining bases once I split these up to here. But for the whole time he was mining off 1.5 bases. He had 5 bases, but he was not fully mining off all 5. He was fully mining off all 2 out of the 5. So had he been fully mining off at least a total of 3 of them, this game would have been a whole different story. He would have had upgrades twice as fast. He would have had a bigger army. If he mech'd a little bit in there, I was done. So anyways, hope you all enjoyed and have a good day. Bye.